Yo, what's up, good folks? It's your Uncle Willie Lee here, representing Word Overdose, your daily dose of words. So check this out. I want to introduce y'all to the new page, like the new format anyway. Give y'all a brief history of it. Let y'all know what we finna be doing in 2023. So, been on YouTube a very long time. Believe it or not, like by the subscriber count, you would think I'm pretty relatively new here, right? But no, your uncle been here for quite some time, right? And took some time off, really pretty much to dabble in other things, get the businesses going right, family planning, getting the family together, all that good stuff. Got married during this process, all that good shit, right? So it's been a while, guys. It's been a while. And while I was gone, like I was popping for a minute, got on here doing poetry for the most part and kicking knowledge. And then life started happening, started doing other things, started really shying away from creating content and more so viewing content, like learning new skills, learning different abilities, and, catching up on the latest shit. You know how YouTube be, right? So these days, though, I'm back on here and I'm finna really be pushing Word Overdose pretty heavy. So we're gonna be talking about different things like various topics. We're going to talk about different theories, defining different words, tugging people, coat, lots of different things. I want y'all to really tug my coat if you have to. I want to shy away from doing reaction videos. Like, I think reaction videos is an awesome way of making money. Don't get me wrong, I ain't knocking the hustle. But I want to be more of a content creator that creates the content that gets reacted to. So I'll be working more so in that kind of range. Also, staying away from the beef, trying to be a bit above the fray. I'm not going to really try to participate in the manosphere or various other elements of YouTube, but I'm going to dabble in some of everything. Like, you might catch me on here doing backflips, but I ain't trying to be on here on one of these athletic pages, right? You might catch me doing one-on-one basketball games, challenging people to a foot race. Who knows what your uncle might do, right? But I'm not trying to dabble and be totally immersed in such a lane. Likewise, I'm not really trying to be on this red pill or the blue pill or the alpha and the beta. Like, I think we all are a mixture of all these things. And if we really were humble, kept it real with the audience, like, damn, like we are flawed individuals here. Believe it or not, much as I like to think otherwise, your unc is just a man. And do a lot of mannish shit. So we're going to get all into it, though. But, yeah. WillieLeeHM, the HM stands for Have Mary. That's my legal last name, Have Mary, HAVMMERI. And Have Mary is actually a word I own. Yeah, I changed my last name. See, I did something real crazy, guys. Like, in the grand scheme of things, it will sound real crazy to a lot of people. But I felt like if we're going to really preach this black self-love and getting away from the oppressor, I felt like I had to give up the oppressor's last name. So, the name I was born with felt like it was a slave name. Came from property, came from ownership, denoted ownership. And if you brand a man with a cast iron, like think about this, you brand a man with a cast iron, you brand him owning him for a lifetime. But if you name brand a man, you own him for his generations. And I felt like it was time to break that cycle. So I chose Have Mary. Have Mary came from have, like H-A-V-E. Have, English word that meant to possess or to own something. I have, right? And then Mary, it's an Igbo Nigerian word. And Mary means the victor, the winner, the champion. So I felt Have Mary meant I have the victory. So when you say Willie have Mary, you say Willie has the victory. Willie is the winner. Willie is the champion. What you call a man is important. We're going to get into that though. But yeah. So develop the God color as we transition, right? And the God color basically meant instead of calling the color black, which is a filthy word, we can talk about that another time. But instead of calling the color black, I call the color of God. And if the color is the color of God, then damn, What that make me then, huh? But I'm still just a man. My woman may be goddess, but she's still just a woman. We're going to get into all that good stuff. So, yeah. The transition into uncle mode. I feel like everybody is out here trying to be, the resident big homies out here, and salute to them. Much respect on that aspect. Everybody wants to be the big dog, top G, things like such. Salute to those as well, right? But damn, like, we need some folks that can come to you from a place of love. Like, all criticism isn't destructive criticism. Turns out some criticism could be constructive. Who would have thought, right? So I want to be able to get constructive criticism coming from a place of love, not a place of hate. Tugging on coats is something that we got to get sometime. Like, I need people in my life, in my circle, that can say, hey, well, you kind of fucking up right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you need to take a step back from what you're doing. Hey, the way you moving right now is not conducive to success. You might want to rethink some things. And I need to be able to receive that advice. So I need to be able to give that advice, right? So that's what I'll be doing. Giving constructive criticism. I call it tugging on your coat. Being an uncle. I look at the generation. I'm 42 years old right now. I'm a married father of 4, right? Been married maybe 8 years now, right? So I got a couple years in the game, and I feel like the younger generation, like nephew and niece age, right? That 15 to 30-year-old group, that's who my target demo is. I want to really touch bases and tap in with that audience. What I get above that audience, like, hey, I love you guys. Thanks for the love. I hope you rooting for your brother in that regard. I hope you rooting for your son in that regard, right? Baby cousin in that regard, depending on how old you is. But my audience, I really want to focus on and concentrate on giving some information to, from my perspective, is that 15 to 30-year-old group. Now, right now, my subscriber base is at probably about 2,800. A little bit less than that. But around 2,800. And I want to grow it to 28,000 at some point, right? Want to go from like a 3,000 range to a 30,000 range, and then to a 300,000 range, and dare I say 3 mil. Can the uncle dream, right? So I want to be able to have some various topics that we talk about, really get deep in depth on things, and give y'all a variety of things. I don't want to really just have a niche. I want to do a lot of different things. I want to be that kind of uncle for that 15 to 30-year-old group that they see at the barbecue that don't wild out, get drunk, and try to fight everybody. That uncle that ain't got cracked out and got to come in and dance, and you got to watch your purse and make sure you ain't setting your wallet down in the wrong spot. Make sure the TV screwed down. I don't want to be that kind of uncle. I want to be that cool kind of uncle that you say, damn, Unc still got it a bit. Unc still looking kind of debonair. Yeah, like, you know what? The hairline may be receding a bit at some point. You know, your boy might be slow. I might try to do a backflip one day and damn near fall on my face. Like I ain't getting no younger. Again, 42 years old. But I want to like really give my people like inspiration, aspiration. Like, can we dare hope to be in our best as we get older? Can we age like fine wine like we say we do, right? We like to say that black don't crack. But damn, I see a lot of motherfuckers looking kind of broken around these days. A lot of my homies be still looking like superheroes. But I see a lot of folks out here that look pretty rough. You looking like you aged about 10 years overnight. Flabby and sick, Larry Holmes-ish, right? And I want to be a different kind of unk on here. So I want to put ego aside a bit. Not really focus on, hey, I'm the best. I'm the coolest motherfucker on the planet. I don't want to be that kind of unk, right? I want to be the kind of person that you can talk to and see that it's flawed. One of my New Year's resolutions for this year of Jordan was to quit smoking. And yet and still, I gotta work on that routine. I'm gonna smoke on right here. Hopefully this is my last pack. But yeah, your aunt got flaws, guys. I am not perfect. I don't profess to be any kind of rich man. I actually practice income suppression, where a lot of people get on the internet and like to pump fake like they got it like that. I would rather show scarcity than and still have abundance than appear abundant but living in scarcity, right? So I practice income suppression. I like to say, hey, I'm just a middle class man, homeowner, living in a middle class home, got a middle class wife, got middle class children. We're aspiring for upward mobility, right? At the same time, we are very content where we at. Life is good. So I want us to be able to have that kind of contentment with our lives, right? Another thing I want to talk about, a big subject that I'm going to be on, is family planning. I have the debate with our audiences, right? We have a gender war going right now, right? This gender war is really actually self-sabotage for both sides. And the real problem with this gender war is that neither side really trusts the other side anymore. And since we don't trust each other no more, both sides are behaving in best interest for me mode and not a best interest for a we mode, right? So we're going to debate on all that good stuff. And on family planning, what we really going to talk about is starting your family early. I'm real big on how old will you be when you get the empty nest. Like, by the time you make it to empty nest mode, how old will you be? Empty nest mode is when your youngest child is of adult age to leave the house for college or leave the house for the military or leave the house to start a business and start their own family. Like, empty nesting means that you have reared your children. And the earlier you can start having children to rear, the earlier you can empty nest. So right now, 42 years old, last child of mine of my four was born when I was 32 years old, right? And keep in mind, your Uncle Willie Lee didn't have all the answers at that time, right? I did not have all the answers at that time, but damn, I found myself with four children. And it was very hard. Like, it still is hard raising children in such a way. And now at 42, going from 32 having a child to my youngest being 10 at this point, damn, by 50, dare I say, I could be out here empty nesting. And if I can keep myself in a modicum of shape, ooh, it'd be scary hours out here. But that's why I'm trying to stop smoking. Another thing, right? So, being able to empty nest at 50 is going to be of advantage for me. We shunned the teen pregnancies, right? The teen parents, our homies that got pregnant in high school or got a girl pregnant while we were in high school. We was like, damn, you fucked up, right? But damn, lo and behold, they made it to 40 years old with grown kids. Like, I'm 42. Keep saying, damn, it sounds like I'm saying that a lot. But I'm 42 years old, and I got homies that got kids walking across college stages. My oldest child just started her freshman year in college, right? So I look at being able to start a family early, finding the right woman, finding the right guy for the lady, right, is a deep advantage. So I encourage my nieces and nephews to start thinking about family planning early, right? And another thing on the opposite end of that spectrum is, wise man once said, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. So the second best time to plant a tree is today. So even if you are a late bloomer in such a thing as family planning, like, hey, ain't no time like the present. You need to be getting on that, right? Got homies that plan on having their first child at 45. Having your first child at 45 puts you in a position where you are definitely doing a lot more, not a lot better in life. You are a lot more grounded. You have a lot better foundation. You can give more to a child in such a way, right? But there are advantages and disadvantages. A person having a child at 45, dare I say, shall be in empty nest mode at 63. That's if they lucky, right? That's retirement age. By the time you pulling out a pension or getting Social Security, you still arguing with teenagers in the house. That's tough. But again, I say start early. So we're going to talk about, as far as on family planning, type of woman to look for my nephews, type of man to look for my nieces, right? We're going to talk about character real heavy, karma real heavy. We're going to talk about our current events real heavy. We're going to give y'all definitions of words, because words are spells. That's why we spell them. Earlier, I was telling you about the word black being a filthy word. If you look up black in your dictionary, black means evil, wicked, dirty, ugly, filthy, demonic, in a group of people of African or Aboriginal descent. Now, those words have nothing to do with the color or the people. I want to make sure I let y'all know that. This is not about the color or the people. This is about the word. The word is a spell. That's why we spell them, right? And what you call a man is very important. Like God gave man the ability to name. So why did somebody get to name us black? You need to ask yourself that, right? And if we're not going to call ourselves black, damn, what we going to call ourselves then? We're going to talk about all these things on these subjects, right? We're going to debate in the comment section. We're going to keep it all in love. We're going to build up a platform that can have moderators on it. By the time we get to 10,000 subscribers, we want to be doing lives on the regular, on-air debates, pull up, don't go turn down no smoke, right? If we can keep it respectful and keep it with some logic in it, keep that emotion to the side a bit, just a bit, guys, we're going to be able to have some good stuff, nieces and nephews, right? I will say also, man, like, it is very hard to correct a woman. A woman is a very fickle creature, right? She is very hard to correct, usually because she did not grow up with father figures or strong males around her who gave her guidance and help embolden her steps, right? So she feels no need for such a male to tug her coat. But we gonna tug that shit anyway, right? We gonna tug that shit anyway. And hey, we just gonna have to deal with it. And man, like I said, this ain't one of those you are the best, it's all the woman's fault kind of shit, right? We gonna actually get deep into that. Like, oh, I'm gonna be on y'all motherfuckers heavy. Like, when the last time you did 50 push-ups? 50 push-up challenges, 100 squat challenges, 100 sit-up challenges, jumping jack challenges, burpee challenges, backflip challenges, yoga stance challenges. We gonna do a lot of shit on here. I'm gonna get you prepared for life, help you navigate with all the cheat codes that you need to make it, right? So we're gonna do a lot of that good stuff. And all my pro-black folks, no offense when I say, you know, I don't deem myself as black. I don't deem my people as black. And my God, before we go into the pro-blacks, I want to talk about religion. My God is the sun in the sky is the most high, first of all. Sun in the sky is the most high. And my people, if we took the collection of our people and made them into two bodies, one body of men and one body of women, that's my God. That's the guy here for me. So we're going to get into all that, right? And my pro-black folks might be like, damn, you talking about our word like that shit. I got black on everything. I got Black Lives Matter. Say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud. And we're going to debate all that good stuff, right? So we're going to have all that good conversation in these topics. I'm going to try to make them really short, like 5 to 10 minutes. 20 minutes going to be my max on most videos. I don't know how long this one is going, but this is the introduction to your uncle, right? Flawed man that I am. Not a rich man, middle class in finance, right? But upper class in thinking. Like, I'm upwardly mobile. We trying to get to high levels here. Several books I got out on Amazon already. Been pumping them out through the years. Latest book, oh, it's a doozy, y'all. Y'all should check it out. It's called Fired on My Day Off for Still in Time. Awesome book. Y'all want to see why I got into business of owning my own shit? Why I'm a sole proprietor? Look up HM Power Wash. See what we doing, right? But you want to know why we doing such work, then you understand if you read that book. 63 pages. It's an ebook. It's very short and to the point. Put receipts all through that motherfucker. Y'all would love it. Fired on My Day Off is Still in Time. The Incident Report. WillieLeeHM. That's the author, right? So yeah. We put out books. Man, you might get some poems on here. I don't want to be in any kind of box. I don't want to be in no categories. I don't want to be seen as a saint, as you can see. I ain't interested in sleeping with your baby mamas, right? Though I don't want you ever leaving your daughters around me because I don't even want them kind of allegations and problems. But damn, I am such a high character man that I can have nieces and give them sound advice, right? So I look at it like I want to be a different kind of personality that you interact with on the internet. I want to put out content that is welcome to share, welcome to react to. I don't embarrass easy. I got a lot of embarrassing shit. Like, hey, if you're going to embarrass me, we can all have a good laugh about it. But be able to take it back, though. Man, we can have ranking sessions. We can do them dozens. Your unc don't have no problems with these things. Most of the time, I have folks scared. Believe it or not, unc, old man that he is still 6'2", 220. Not a bad size. I think it's perfect ass-kicking size, right? Which brings me to another subject where we're going to talk about a lot. The capable man. Oh, to be capable these days. Like, man, when I go to grocery stores or anywhere, like, women look at me as the kind of man that can fix all their problems in their life. Damn, he look like he can fix the leaky sink. He can help my son learn how to dribble and shoot. He can ward off defenders. He can defend my honor. He can rescue me when I'm a damsel in distress. Like, surely this man can fix all my problems. And I can't. I just appear that way because I'm a capable man, right? I feel like the only women that are my responsibility to protect and provide for are the women of my household. There's 2 women in my household, and those 2 women can't hit me with the normal deflections and shaming tactics that men get hit with on a regular basis. Like, when you try to correct a woman, oftentimes, 2 things a woman will say. You ain't my man, and you ain't my daddy. Well, there are 2 women in my house that can't hit your unc with that, right? That is the wife, can't hit me with the you ain't my man, and that is the daughter that can't hit me with the you ain't my daddy, right? Paternity test proves it. But yeah. So I look at all that good stuff and I say, hey, to each nephew out here, get you some women in your life such as that, right? I want to also say, while I feel like marriage is a very hard thing to try to talk men into, because it is, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, it's hard, y'all. Marriage is a very hard thing. And if you're not battle ready for it, and if that karma hits you at the wrong spot, like, hey, if you cheating, you can't get mad if you get cheated on. Well, you can get mad, but damn. Oh, like you can't put up too much of a fuss. Look at the shit you do, right? Point that finger back at yourself. And I feel like marriage is the biggest flex for any man. And the reason why is, again, a woman is such a fickle creature. If you can convince a woman to be happy enough to help raise a family with you as a cohesive unit and stand the test of time, no less. Like, damn, what better flex can there be for a man? There's a reason why men that run for political office must prove that they are married, right? Most men that you ever see run for political office, whether it be mayor to president, they usually got a wife on the arm, right? And this is because if a man can't prove that he can run a household, how the hell he gonna prove that he can run a city, state, or government? A business. Like it be those kind of things. And no knock on my men that are single well into their 40s, 50s, and 60s. Hey, if you gave it the old college try, hey, I'm for you, bro. Salute, right? But to just embrace that bachelor lifestyle without really looking at the principles behind being able to hold a family together, yo, it take a major amount of strength and a major flex. Shout out to all my married men out there. Hey, if your uncle ever get divorced, don't act like I didn't tell your ass it ain't easy. It is very hard. to keep a relationship through the test of time, especially in this internet age where we have a microwave society where everybody wants to get instant gratification. Yo, it's hard out here. So I salute to all the folks that's holding down a marriage, the women that stand chaste, and the women that stand married through the years, being ladylike in stature, in deed, in conduct. Hey, we need to hype them up a little bit more. So we're going to talk about a lot of different things. We're going to get into sports. You might catch me in the boxing ring. You might catch me on a basketball court. You might catch me running routes in football. You just never know. You might catch me on the track doing races. You just never know. In fact, I say I can get in the kind of shape that I'm willing to say I can be anybody on YouTube in a 400 meter. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, let's go there. We're going to talk about the culture, black culture. We're going to talk about, I box any rapper. You know what I'm saying? I think rappers pretty weak in my opinion. And I think they exploit our community. And they sell us, they give us flyers to this party that the government is inviting in these prisons and these funeral homes. And I don't want my people going to these parties, right? So we're going to get into them as well. Oh, we're going to talk about a lot of shit. And if you rap, you want to jump on a live when we get to 10K, hey, feel free. We can get into it. We can do all that good stuff. So yeah. Yo, Uncle WillieLeeHM. Word Overdose TV. Word Overdose. You can find us on all your social media. HM Power Wash is my main business, right? The money maker that pays the mortgage, right? God Color is the philosophy, the religion, the spiritual system where we have solar reverence, right? Yet we look at our people as a collective, as God. Last point in closing, because we're going on 30 minutes soon, right? Last point in closing, I like to practice indifference. Yeah, I find love to be very much work. And I'm not that I'm against such hard work, but you got to earn love. You got to earn that work from me. And likewise, hate requires work. And that's work that I don't even want to do. Like, I don't even want to hate anybody. So if we get to talking about any kind of alphabet issues, right? It's not a love or a hate thing. My thing is in the middle. I'm indifferent. I won't be against you, but damn, I don't got to be for you. I ain't got to be no cheerleader for you. I can state shit as I see it, right? So we're going to get into all that good stuff, and I'm going to really go deep into indifference, like being able to say, I don't give a fuck. The opposite of love really ain't hate, it's indifference. When you don't give a fuck no more, that's when you really pass somebody, right? If you find out your ex hit the lottery for $5 million, you be like, damn, that's good for her. Hey, can you pass me those bread rolls, right? And if you find out your ex got hit by a car, you say, damn, that's fucked up for her. Hey, can you pass me those bread rolls quick? Like, that's indifference. That's when you truly pass somebody. When you can stand in the middle and say, hey, I'm a neutral party here. So that's what we're going to be going to. Again, Uncle Willie Lee. We're going to be giving advice to the nieces and nephews. We're going to have guests on. We're going to talk to different people. We're going to get the podcast up and running. We're going to get a lot of good shit going. So stay tuned. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you share as much as possible. But make sure y'all hitting that like button so we can get up to the top. And make sure you subscribe to stay tuned. Hit the notification bell so you can get the notifications, right? And watch us grow. Peace.